Right, I would like to give a little guidance on what to do if you see the error shown at the bottom of the screen. Please report method. And this example says Google AdSense settings does not exist. The video will explain why this happens and how to fix it. This should only really happen if you're a developer and you're working on a plugin. If you are a user, please send the line that is highlighted in red to me so I can fix it. However, it would be embarrassing because it really would suggest a silly mistake has been made. Now, the information that we have at the top is all extra debugging information that only developers would usually have active and on display. Within this information, we see Google AdSense settings, the same value as in this message. That's no coincidence. That value up here comes from WordPress eCustomers form name, which is a hidden input within the form that I've submitted to cause this error. So let me go back, wind things back a little, and show you the actual form I was working on, and show you the HTML. So basically what I've done is created a HTML form, pretty much the same form code is used all throughout the plugin. All I do is change the form name, make that unique, copy and paste that into the first parameter of hidden form values method, and it's that value that is then used to call the required method to process the form's submission. Let me just submit the form and show you that happening. Alright, and when I'm actually creating new forms, I deliberately cause this. Then I go to the processing file and I write the required method, and I've already copied the the form name, and then when I get here, all I have to do is paste like that. Right, so I've basically fixed that broken method. Obviously, that could be the scenario that there could be a typo in there, but imagine that I also could have just written this method, and then what I would do is go back, hit F5, hit enter, and it works. So that's my actual process to make sure it all works. And really, I think I've done it. I think I've just showed you that if you do have the error that was initially on display, let's just bring it up again. While I'm talking, the error will be displayed because we're doing this, submitting a form or clicking a link, and the plugin is not finding the correct method to process the request. Now, that means there's some sort of security in there, and there is. All methods, including this one up here, and any method in any other processing file. I'll just open one. Here we have communication processing. Actually, I think that's already open over here. So here we have some methods. Right, there's one at the very top, similar to the monetization section. Very similar. Now, all of these methods are called within a single function that covers non-security and other security. There will be more security added to it, and none of these methods are called until the security is satisfied. The method name is then passed to an eval function, the PHP eval function. And that is why everything has to really be perfect. So what the function does is checks to ensure that the method has been loaded and does exist. Else we get the error message that has been on display earlier in the video, this one here, and this is how I handle it. The whole approach allows faster development because we can use a method name to find the form by doing a search, and vice versa, and it ensures security. It ensures that a form does not use the incorrect method to process, which could be disastrous, because although we can place security here and there, an incorrect form processing function could do something with a certain value of data that wasn't meant to happen. Right, so I'm thinking about that as well. I'm going into depth there. The other thing is we can apply further security per method, and that's what I've done here. I've got my own my own method here that makes use of WordPress's own functions for security, for checking that users have required permissions or capabilities. If you're a developer of WordPress, you will recognize that edit underscore plugins as a capability. So yes, by all means add more security to these methods, or talk to me about the main function that has a security in it. However, I'm not going to that function. I'm not going to get into that in detail. That will be another video. This video, I think, has served its purpose, showing you that if you do get this error here, it's a simple case of correcting or creating the method for the form. Alright, so thank you very much for watching.